Good evening, everyone. This is Rebecca with Red True Crime. So, what you're about to watch is a updated version of the Facebook Live I did yesterday regarding the convicted child offender Jason Edward Kohler, who is relocated to High Point, North Carolina. So, you're going to see the live that I did. Along with the live, you'll see a picture of him, some other the documents. But at the very end of the video, like once my live is over with, it's going to go into the transcripts from the court in Minnesota where he was convicted twice. And it's also going to go into the video, the live video that was taken from the Bikers Against Predators, BAP, when they talk to him and confront him with him messaging an 11-year-old, but was really a decoy, but he didn't know that. There is one part in the interview where he talks to him and he said, "How old was your first victim?" Or he talked about his conviction in 2005. Like, how old was the kid? He's like, "I don't know, like 11." The child was 7. The child was 7 years old. I know the news media local did not release his name, did not release where he lived, did not release any information about him when they talked about this. I'm not going to give you his address. I'm going to give you his name because I think it's all a matter of public record. And I think to protect the community and protect our children, you need to know everything. If you go to the North Carolina sex offender website and just put his name in, you're going to find out everything else. So there is that. But I just wanted to do this little bit here. Like I said, once the Facebook Live video ends, it goes straight into documents, and when the documents end, it goes into the segments of the Bikers Against Predators video that was done. And all of it will end with the statement from the High Point Police Chief. So there you go. But please subscribe to the channel if you already haven't done so on Red True Crime on YouTube, because these videos are important. This information is important because you all would never have known this guy even existed, and to the level of depravity this man will go to. And that's important to know. You need to know all that. You need to, the community needs to be made aware of what things are in it because we have to protect ourselves and we have to protect the children, the most vulnerable, because obviously the police department's not going to do that. So here it is. I'm gonna stop this, add this into the beginning of this. Anyway, you'll see it. And as I always say, be weird, be rude, be safe. Subscribe, share, like, comment, all that good stuff. Bye. Hey everyone, this is Rebecca with Red True Crime, doing a special review on a certain community issue that has popped up over the weekend. So, those of you who live in the High Point, Greensboro, Winston area probably already know about this. So, this is really going out to the people who don't know about this. But on Saturday, there was an organization, and they're called BAP, Bikers Against Predators. Uh, Went to the home of a known, how can I best put this? Known offender of children. That's how we're going to do that. Um, and there's an hour and a half long video that they did it live, so that way people couldn't say, "Hey, you manipulated the video" or anything. But they did a live video, and this guy goes up and he says, "Hey, is your name this?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he goes, "So I got these messages from Madison." And basically, what they do is Bikers Against Predators. They create dummy profiles on social media platforms and to lure out um, offenders. And this guy took the bait. And I watched the whole thing, and the guy openly admitted that he had
illicit material of children on his phone, that he used it at his discretion, and um, and he talked about what he had done previously to get him on the registration list, and what happened to him in prison, and these are the things that he talked about. And while they were interviewing this guy, somebody called the police. That was with this biker organization. They called the police because they had him on video admitting that he had illicit child material and was using it. High Point police show up, and the guy that's talking to the offender says, "Yeah, my name is this. I'm with this organization. His name is this. He's a known offender." And he just admitted that he has these things. And the guy's like, "Yeah, I do." That's, I mean, right there. High Point cops are like, "Well, let us investigate and see what's going on." And they're talking to him, they're talking to him, they're talking to him. At one point, the biker guy kind of goes around to see what's going on because they kind of take the offender off to the around the side of the house. And people are mad. So, and then the cops starts yelling at them saying, "Get off private property," and all this other crap. And there's a lot of back and forth. So eventually, the police come back to the organization and they say, "Okay, so we've got an investigation going." He asks, like, "Did you take the phone?" And he's like, "I don't even have to tell you this." He's like, "No, did you take the phone?" And the officer kind of skirts around the issue. Make it a long story short, they're saying it's an ongoing investigation. They do not have probable cause to take anything from this man. But I don't know how much more probable cause you need once the man admits, "Yes, I have illicit material of children on my phone." Call me stupid, I think that's probable cause. But apparently not in that officer's eyes. Um, so they have been back and forth, and I guess because this video has made its rounds and people have been commenting and people have been very upset, High Point Chief of Police made a statement yesterday stating that they're doing the best they can, is about the gist of it. But let me say this. Would this Chief of Police be saying this if he knew the real person that they were interviewing, the actual background of this guy? I don't think they would, because I looked him up. Now, his name is Jason Edward Koehler. That is his name. And he is a registered offender of children on the North Carolina list. But he did not originate his crime in North Carolina. He originated his crime in Minnesota. So he goes all the way back to like 2005. And his first victim was 7 years old. And he was 30. Now, I went back through his record in Minnesota, and they have everything open there. And there's not a whole lot on the 2005 case, but he got in trouble again in 2014. So let's run down what he actually did in 2005. Let me see if I can find it. I got the transcripts, I've got everything. This is insane. So I'm not going to be able to put it all on here on this live, but when I upload this to YouTube, the photos, the documents, and all that will be in the YouTube version of this. So let's see. Because there's some things I found very disturbing in this whole thing. I mean, the whole thing's a mess. And I found it very concerning. I'm not going to lie. I found the whole thing concerning because this guy, based off what I read about him in the court documents in Minnesota, should never be out of prison. Never, ever. Should never be out of prison. Jason Kohler should keep his butt locked up behind bars because there's no way on earth this guy should be out. No way. Um, because he's even, I mean, like I said, when he got in trouble in 2014, 2015, they pretty much wrote him off at that point. But we're going to start with his 2005 charge right here. Here we go. So he was charged and convicted of criminal sexual conduct, second degree victim under the age of 13. Yeah, that's what he got in trouble for in Minnesota. And then he did his time and all that stuff, and then he got in trouble again around 2000. I want to say it was 2014, but let me make sure. Yeah, it was 2014. And this one, he got charged with three things. Solicitation of a child in person or via computer or internet for sexual conduct. Let's see. Yeah, he got charged with that three different times. So now, what was interesting is Minnesota actually uploads the actual transcripts to the trial. So, the court reporter that's just documenting everything, they actually have this in here. Now, the 2005 case is not on here because I guess this is before they really started uploading documents um, publicly. But the one from 2014 is on here. So he got in trouble and they made him a hell of a deal. And what I found intriguing was the prosecutor was mad that this guy got such um, a light sentence. He really did. He was upset because it says here. Let's see. Let me find it because I found it interesting that the prosecutor said this. Let's see. Do, 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 do. Because what got him on the second time, he didn't even go through a trial. He just went ahead and pled guilty for those three charges, and they gave him a much lesser sentence because originally he was only going to do a year in time in jail and then be on probation for 10 years. That was what the deal was. Um, it's right here. Like the prosecutor says, Mr. Koehler did plead guilty to all three offenses as charged. There was no real plea agreement in this matter. So that being said, I think that the calculation of the points, as I said, the state is taking no issue with them. Much as I would like to, there simply are no bases or factors within the law that would allow me to aggravate the sentence to make it a criminal, a commit to the Commissioner of Corrections, even though that was the understanding of the parties. So I hope that Mr. Kohler recognizes that he's getting a significant break from what we all, let's see, all envisioned was going to happen here today. I know it's disheartening to the victim. It's disheartening to me. I think it's wholly inappropriate, but it is what it is. Given the fact that this is a probationary stay, the recommendations that Ms. Weiss has put forward to appear do appear to be appropriate. That Ms. Weiss was the probation officer for him. 1 year at the facility is certainly justified given the significant impact that this offense has had, as the court can see based on the victim impact statement, which they don't have that in here. I wish they did. And then he was supposed to go through mental health evaluations and all that while he was in their treatment. And then, so yeah, but what they did is they gave him a year, and then he was only gonna he was gonna be on parole for 10 years. Now, with that, he was not allowed to be around anybody under the age of 18. He was not allowed to have access to a computer. He was not allowed to have access to the internet. He was not allowed to be around the victim. He wasn't allowed to leave the state, drink, do any of these things. These are all the things he was not supposed to do. Then he gets in trouble and has to go back and talk to them again because he's got a parole violation because he got out. And this is what disturbed me greatly. Um, let's see. Let me find it. Because the probation attorney or probation officer for him, she's a woman that you get in the um transcript. The judge even says, "This is someone I've known for a long time. I respect her opinion greatly. She is somebody who can work with any offender." And she made it very clear that she couldn't work with this guy. Could not. You know, she made a comment that I thought was quite interesting. Let's see. She says that when she works with most offenders in the first year, she might have 30 to 40 contacts with them. That's between them coming in to see her, um, mental health evaluations, and other stuff like that. She has about 30 to 40 contacts with them in the first year. She said that's the average, that's what's normal. Mr. Koehler, she's had over 80 contacts with him, and that was all in 7 weeks. That's how much trouble he was causing the second he got out. Um, like his first victim, he went and found her on Facebook, and he used a fake name and everything. And it was crazy because absolutely crazy. But when he got in trouble, he had left the state to help somebody move. He bought a computer. They found more evidence that he was using porn. Um, he had confessed to the therapist and to the probation officer that his temptation was too much. He couldn't stay away from a computer, and that he was just when he got out of prison, he was looking forward to attacking a woman or a small child. You know, these are things that and I'm sorry, this is somebody who doesn't deserve to be out because if they can't control themselves, then they've not been rehabbed. And I think if High Point Police knew all of this, because there's no way they would have known all of this without looking up the court records for Minnesota. So there's no way on earth they knew about all of this. But they need to know about this. They need to go get his ass and put him behind bars and keep him there. This man is a threat. This man has got problems. I mean, I think he's just going to escalate with violence. He's got a history of domestic violence. He's got a history of predatory behavior, and he's not going to stop because he thinks he's above it all. I mean, they actually say this in the transcripts that he feels that he's above everything. He doesn't have to follow the rules. That's insane. That's a crazy person right there. So all I'm going to say is High Point needs to do better. They need to investigate this guy. They need to go pick him up and then investigate him because probable cause my ass. The fact that he admitted that he had illicit things for children is a lot. And that should have been probable cause right there to at least say, hey, can I have your phone? And if he handed over the phone, then problem solved. But if he didn't, then they could have, gone through the warrant and all that stuff. But they didn't even bother to do that. They didn't. So this is ridiculous. It's awful. And like I said, when I go to upload um, to YouTube, the documents are going to be there. The video is going to be there. All of it's going to be there. It's probably not going to be the entire video because the thing is like an hour and a half long, but I will give you the spots that are important. And mm, the community outrage is justified in this. I really feel it is. And they need to do better. And they need to stop making excuses. And they need to arrest this guy. So this is Rebecca with Very True Crime. I just wanted to give this little dissertation out there. But tomorrow, look for it on the YouTube channel because everything's going to be on there. Because it took me all day to get these documents. I mean, these transcripts are, one is like 14 pages long. There's another one that's 25 pages long. There's a lot in here and they go deep. I had to go and look a little bit deeper to find his original charge in 2005. I guarantee you he's offended before that, but he probably didn't get caught. But what he admits to this man on the video, to that biker guy, is crazy. Saying, yeah, I've had 5 victims, I've done all these things. There's no way on earth, good evening, Tara. There is no way on earth this man should be walking around people. There's no way on earth. And he lives in High Point. I mean, he's a predator and he's in High Point, and your children are all at risk, especially if they're girls. So, but his name is Jason Koehler. Look him up. He's been in North Carolina, I would say, since about 2017 when he got here. So he's been here about 8 years, but he's been all over the place. He's been in Sanford. He was in North Spruce Pines. Now he's in High Point. He moves around a lot. And it is terrible. He moves around a lot. But again, they don't seem to be taking this too seriously, but this man is obviously escalating. This man obviously has a massive problem. And I'm sure there's been people he's victimized and they just don't know about it. Because what they did, like I said, what the BAP people did, which is Bikers Against Predators, what they did was set up a dummy account and he fell for it. And that was the other thing. The cop was kind of like, well, we need a real victim. That is a real victim. I mean, what does it matter? Police agencies do this stuff all the time where they set up dummy accounts to lure people out to do this. So I don't understand how this wasn't the same thing. I mean, the bikers had printouts of the chats and they wouldn't even take those from them. And they said, we'll be in touch. And they're like, you didn't get my information. So, I mean, it was literally one epic fail after another in that video. And for the chief of police to come out all, oh, give us a break, don't be mean, they're doing their job, blah, blah, blah. That was some nonsense. It was complete nonsense. And like I said, it's going to take somebody's child getting hurt or killed for them to take this shit seriously. And it should not have to take that. Because like I said, if you were to read these transcripts of what was said in these court filings in Minnesota, where this guy is from, it's crazy. Um, Here it is right here. There's a quote. This is from when he had his probation violation in Minnesota. It's quoted, I was very clear with his therapist when he went to Miller Dwan. I'm not sure if that's a facility or whatever. Just a couple weeks later, he had the strong urge to sex offend against a vulnerable adult female that was roaming around in the hallways. He also had some strong urges and thoughts of reoffending sexually on a child. So we all knew up front he was letting us know how he was feeling and what he's doing, and also had some suicidal feelings. So they got him into the Duluth Institute. And he was going there daily for therapy for 4 weeks for them trying to get him on track so he is safe in the community. And he still went around, and then she goes, I got a notice from somebody in the community on my phone that he was looking on the computer. Back to his old ways, leaving the state, leaving to go down all over down in the cities area. This is exactly what he did. This is the exact same. The charges soliciting a child's sexual contact was exactly with a computer. He would go out of town, go out of the state, and he was having sexual relations with people. So I'm very concerned for public safety at this time. She's like, I don't, and then stops. She goes, the Institute, I have not seen, they usually will suspend people 2 or 3 times. They have terminated him. I have never, in the last almost 10 years of doing the adult sex offenders, I haven't seen them like terminate somebody and can't even help them or work with them. So at this time, I just find him not amenable at all, and he's a risk to himself and he's a risk to the community. And we have done everything we can with so many professionals working with him, and he still continues to just hang on to his old ways and not be successful in treatment or on probation. So at this time, I am just recommending that the sentences get executed on count 1, 2, and 3, and they run concurrent. So this is when he did his probation violation in Duluth, Minnesota, which is where he started his criminal history, was in Minnesota. So right here, and this is in 2000, I think 14 or 16, I'm not sure, it's in that area. It says he can't be trusted. And this is 2015. I'm sorry, April of 2015. So that's 10 years ago. They say he can't be trusted. He's still having urges. He's still wanting to offend. He's still wanting to hurt people. And they're like, don't let him out. But yet they let him out. I mean, he got sent back for a little bit, but they didn't keep him there. They let him out. And it was like he got out and then he came straight to North Carolina. Why did we deserve this? So that is who High Point Police said, we need more evidence. I don't know about that. But I'm going to put all this up on YouTube so you guys can see it and make your own opinions. But it's very clear where the professionals involved in this in Minnesota made it clear this guy can't be helped. And I'm sorry, historically, I don't think sex offenders can be helped. I don't think psychologically, what is wrong with these people? I I don't think psychologically they can be left out around other people. They can't, because that is just not rehabable. I don't think it is. Um, I really don't think it is. I mean, that is a sexual urge, that is a desire, that is a mental thing. You don't get over that, especially if it's with children or wanting to do harm to people. You don't get over that. So, I mean, I understand, the laws of this country that, you do your time, you have a chance to go back out there. But I think there's some people that you just don't ever put on parole. And sex offenders are one of them. Pedophiles, sex offenders, molesters, all of that. These are people with some deep-seated psychiatric issues, and they don't deserve to be let loose. So, but that's my opinion. I'm going to hop off here because it is late and I am tired. And but I will upload all this tomorrow, and you guys can read this for yourself and make your own opinion, make your own judgment. But I might send this to the chief of police and say, hey, this is who you guys are protecting. This guy. So, but everybody have a good night. Be safe. Yeah, this is crazy. I couldn't believe this when I saw all this. I was terrified. I was like, oh my God. I'm glad I moved out of High Point. But just keep your children safe. Keep an eye on them, and don't let anybody get near your kids. Okay? Just don't. And you have a good night as well, everybody. Thank you, and good night. This is Rebecca with Red True Crime. I'm out. Bye bye.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
My name's Pete.
Okay.
Is this your family, or
What now?
is that family with you or something?
Yeah, that's my roommate.
Okay, cool. Jason, I'm here to kind of talk to you about Madison, okay? the girl on Facebook you've been kind of talking with.
Okay.
Okay, I understand it's probably not the greatest things that were said, but I just kind of wanted to talk to you about it. Is there a way we could talk in private? Obviously, I'm not here to let anybody know what's going on or anything like that.
Right.
I know you've had some trouble in the past. That's why I figured just a talk with you would be good.
Right.
Yeah, you guys aren't like leaving or anything?
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, we can just stand over here.
Okay.
I'll just tell him like it's just, if he asks, we can just say it's some bullshit. So, I mean, I've got these messages. I ain't gonna let him know. We'll just say it's about work or something.
Yeah.
But I got these messages here to her. So, kind of how old is she?
Okay.
You kind of remember her?
Yeah.
Okay. So how old is kind of Madison?
I think she's like 13.
13. Okay. Yeah, I haven't read all these. I'll be honest with you. Like I hate reading. So, but it looks like right here she said she was 11.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You said, you're quite young. I'm 49 years older than you. Is it okay that I talk to you? Without reading all these, I mean, did some inappropriate messages kind of happen, or I haven't read through all of them.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Not sure, yeah.
Okay. You do recall kind of this conversation,
yes.
And that's her there.
Okay.
Okay. So what kind of happened? You guys stopped talking a little bit, or
we just stopped talking.
not talking?
Yeah.
Did your Facebook get taken down or something?
I think so. Yeah.
Ah, fuck. What'd they take it down for?
I'm not even sure.
You're not even sure?
No.
Shit.
Yeah. So.
Okay. I mean, the little bit I did read. I mean, there was just.
Okay.
Some talk about, meeting up with her and things like that.
We never did meet.
You never did meet?
No.
Okay. I didn't think so, but I'd just like to make sure.
Yeah.
So I think you guys talked about, I think you asked her for her address and said you were going to drive there?
Yeah, but
okay.
Never did.
Okay.
No.
I'm just completely curious. I mean, like, what happened back in, like, 05? Was it 05, 06? Or what year was it? Kind of got in a little bit of trouble back then.
Right, yeah.
What happened with that?
Had a charge and stuff.
Yeah.
And,
What was that for?
I think it was like a second degree.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Was that like a relative or?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So they accused you of like doing some shit with a relative?
Yeah.
Fuck. How old was she?
She was, I think, like 11.
11?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we think we have maybe like a slight problem with like the attraction to the underage, or?
I mean, I guess, I have counseling and stuff that I'm going through and stuff, but I mean, it's just that I would have never went to go meet her.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Okay.
So, I mean.
I believe you with that.
Yeah.
I believe with that. It's a big drive. She's all the way in Pennsylvania. I don't see you driving from North Carolina to PA for.
Yeah, yes.
How common is it for like girls, I guess her age and stuff online? Is that pretty common that you see that a lot?
Oh, you see that all the time.
All the time?
All
Shit.
the time. Yeah.
How common is it for like girls, I guess her age and stuff online? Is that pretty common that you see that a lot?
Oh, you see that all the time.
All the time?
All
Shit.
the time. Yeah.
Hey, as a part of our organization, we're with Internet Intervention Advocates, and we just try to monitor some of the online shit.
Okay.
Her mom kind of seen the messages. She reached out, and she's,
okay.
Some people, thank God, are just like, hey, can you guys talk to this guy, make sure he isn't going to show up and hurt us or anything like that.
Gotcha.
And I like say I come in not knowing, and then obviously coming here meeting you, I can see you're a pretty decent guy. And are you working right now?
Yes, I am working. Yes.
What are you doing for work?
Yes, I was working for Future Foam, and then I am working now at Adecco, doing processing control.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've heard of Adecco.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So, I mean, do you think we just got a little bit carried away with some of these messages?
I did. Yeah.
Because I think we kind of talked about seeing her naked a lot. What was kind of the reason for asking her for the kind of nude pictures?
Oh, it's just being stupid, just being, just.
Said here, I wish I could see a sexy picture of you, but I could get in trouble, and so could you.
Yeah.
Kind of always asked her what kind of color panties she was wearing. I wish I had you here with me. And you kept like unfriending her. What was kind of the reason for that?
I just didn't want to go any further. Just was thinking, this ain't worth it and stuff, and just.
Well, yeah, especially, being on the registry, you don't want to, like, and like I say, that's why I'm not here for that. I'm not here to fucking, start a bunch of more shit for you, because I like say you're working, you've been doing good. How did you,
Yes.
how much time did you do?
I did about 10 years.
You did 10 years for that? Holy shit.
Yes, I did, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So probably not a great 10 years. And
No, not really. I mean,
yeah, 10 years of your life gone. I mean, you definitely, and you kind of wanted her to video chat a lot, didn't you?
yeah, I did, yeah.
Okay. And you actually talked about, I don't think did you ever send a picture of your penis to her?
No, I don't think I did.
Okay. I think you talked about it quite often, if she wanted to see it. And
Right.
I don't think you ever sent it.
No.
Okay. Like I said, I'm just going to review some of these, because I got to get clarity on some of these messages for the family and stuff like that. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. You said, I wish I could see you. I want to hold you in my arms and give you a kiss and hug. It seems like you were more like, there's some people that's just like nasty. Like,
Right.
And I don't think that's you. I think you were more, trying to be there for her and things like that. Because I know, like, some kids these days, they don't have parents that truly are there for them. And I appreciate, people that are there. And I understand, like, there's sometimes that connection goes that, goes a little further than we want it to.
Yes.
Talked about her family. I know it's crazy. I'm 49 years old. Why would I date an 11-year-old? I guess I just like younger girls. I'm sorry. So do you think, even with the counseling and things, do you think that's helped? I mean, do you think...
It has. It really has. It just that
What year did you get out?
I got out in 2017, I think.
Oh, 17.
Was it 2017? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, January 24th, I think.
Jesus. Would they treat you good in there or not really?
I mean, when I was in the treatment facility, it was all right. I did get hassled somewhat and stuff like that. Yeah.
Has there been?
There was. I've been talking to my therapist about it. I was raped in there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was.
God damn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that happened to you. Is that because, like, they calling you a pedophile or damn? Do you think you are? I mean, just generally curious. I'm not calling you one or anything.
Okay.
I'm just asking. Do you think you are?
I mean, everyone like alcoholic.
Yeah.
They can stay away from stuff, and they have that label on them. So I mean,
absolutely.
So,
and I think just like in today's world, I mean, back then it wasn't as prominent, but now it's just like you got the online world where it's just as it'd be like you live in here and there's a liquor store right next door.
Right.
Obviously it's gonna be tough for you to go outside and walk by the liquor store and not want to stop and grab a drink. And so I think that's the same problem with like the online world is this shit. It's all right at our fingertips. Did you and Madison ever talk on Telegram?
I don't think so. No. No.
Okay. You do have Telegram though?
No, I don't have Telegram.
Okay. Did you have it at one point and deleted it?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Why did we kind of get rid of Telegram?
I didn't like the format.
You didn't like the format? Okay. Was it just like a bunch of like weird shit on there too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff were they kind of posted on Telegram?
It was a lot of underage stuff.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, stuff like that.
That probably was triggering, right?
Yeah, it was.
I bet.
It was, yeah.
Were these like individual messages or group messages or like?
Some were just links, some were just individual and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're following a couple of these links with what we do because I'm pretty well versed in Telegram. I know a little bit. I'm getting better at it, but there's a couple links we've been following. I'm trying to remember the name of them. Do you remember any of the names of the links?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Really.
How long ago did we get off of Telegram?
Oh, it's been a while since I've been off of it. I can't remember.
Okay. Like a month or so ago?
Maybe before that.
Okay. Okay. So were they groups or you said were there some groups or were there some individuals or?
Yeah, just some that would just randomly hit you up. I mean,
okay. So they just like randomly like hit you up and like start like flooding you with that shit?
Yeah.
Fuck. What were some of the like age ranges of some of these people they were sending like the pictures and video? Were they pictures, videos, both? Like
both.
Both. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess how far did that go down? Like, I know some people not like you, you know, are just really bad. They don't give a fuck. They'll send everything. So what was kind of the age ranges on those?
Between 10 to 14, 15.
Okay. Would it be crazy to say that they post some like really nasty shit, like babies and shit in there?
I haven't seen that.
Okay.
I haven't seen that.
What about like toddlers?
No, I haven't seen that.
Never seen that either.
No,
okay, so youngest you've probably seen is like 10 and then 10 and up. Okay.
Yeah.
So like, and I hate to have you relive this because I know it's traumatizing with your addiction and stuff. Is what is kind of going on with the 10-year-old on there? Like, what are they doing? I mean, what are they kind of doing to a 10-year-old? You said, I'd love to cuddle with you, be gentle, I would touch you sexually. You said, I'm waiting for my little precious girl to come online. Like you said, there's a bunch of other like girls, like you said, it's very prominent for these younger girls online. Like, how many of them have kind of reached out to you like this?
Oh, God. I don't have a number. I mean, probably 10, 15, 20.
Jesus.
I mean, it's just crazy.
Okay, so this, were the conversations with some of those, I mean, were the age ranges about the same?
Sometimes I wouldn't even have a conversation with them. You know, it's like...
Okay. God, that's crazy that these kids are doing this shit.
Yeah.
Have any of those, like, 10 to 20 of those, have they sent you nudes too and shit like that?
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, so that's what I understand, especially you being an addict to this kind of stuff. It's definitely not helping you.
No, it's not.
You said here, yes, that would be great. You said, I would love to be intimate with you maybe when you're in your bedroom. Maybe you can send me a sexy picture of you, send me a nude picture, or would I get in trouble? You said, I love you, call me crazy that I'm in love with someone pretty young and I'm 49 years old. You again asked her how old she was. She said 11. You're okay with me being 49? What kind of panties are you wearing? It looks like you just kind of repetitive. He said, I'm masturbating, thinking about you, looking at your picture. I would love to lick that vagina and butthole of yours. So like if this escalated to something where, because I know she used to live in this, kind of in this area, if like she was in the area, like if you guys were to meet up, but any of that stuff been forced on her that you kind of talked about?
No.
Okay, so just been consensual. Okay, that's good. Here she said, my butthole, ooh, why? You said, okay, just your vagina then. Do you think like maybe your Facebook got taken down for like some underage shit that they're probably sending you on there too?
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. And I was gonna ask you, like with the Telegram, and I know sometimes it's a crazy app, but like, has any of the shit you've seen on Telegram like wound up in your phone gallery and you had to delete that shit?
Yes.
Oh fuck.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. That's good. That's good. I mean, it's good and bad. I mean, how many like pictures, videos do you think like got downloaded into your phone? I mean, just ballpark. I mean, we talking? Because I mean, I know it's crazy to say, but are we talking like 30,000, or are we talking?
No, probably maybe 10. And
10.
Deleted them. And,
Okay. Okay. Yeah, man. This is. Okay. This stuff is. We want to try to help you so that this stuff doesn't happen again and can continue to happen. What do you think is like a better way for you to kind of control these urges? Because I'll be honest, even though when I leave here today, there's going to be more. You already know this. There's going to be more kids reaching out to you online.
Right, there is. Yeah.
And are we talking to any other ones right now, currently, or okay? Because I mean, stuff like this, like sweetheart, my love, kind friend. No, I want it more than a friend. I want you as my girlfriend. I know it's crazy. I'm 49 and I love you. You're only 11 years old, but I want you, baby. I want to be able to hold you in my arms. I want to be able to kiss you. I want to be able to touch you sexually. I don't know if you feel the same or not. You might think this is crazy and I'm a pedophile, but you're so beautiful and sexy. I wish that you were able to talk more, that we have to keep this a secret. I love you, sweetheart. Please share a little bit about how you're feeling about this relationship. You're kind of like in love with her, man. With your like the one you kind of got in trouble with, was it the same kind of stuff? Like, were you kind of like, you said it was a family member or?
Yeah.
Okay. So what kind of, I mean, was it intercourse or?
No, it was just fondling.
Just fondling. Okay. Has there ever been any other like accusations against you for that kind of stuff that, you know, maybe you didn't do, or just people say, oh, you know, fucking Jason did this, or? No. So it's just a one time? Where do you think this kind of like, and I use this as a loose word, but your pedophilic kind of behavior started for you? Like,
I think it started when I was in foster care system.
Oh shit. Okay. We're doing good. How are you?
Y'all got some cold, or?
I'm not too sure. I'm just sitting here talking with Jason, and Jason, last time kind of talking to an 11-year-old, right? Talking about having sex with her, though. And you were just telling me that right now, currently on your device, there's about 10 pictures and videos of child pornography that you have, right? Right. And you're going to delete those. Okay. And you're masturbated to them, you know, you said about a handful of times, and they're like 10 years and younger, like about that 10 to 13 age range. Okay. And that's what we kind of have here.
Wait, who are you with?
I can speak to you over here if you'd like.
Just hang tight.
Okay.
Jesus. Yeah, so we run an online organization, Bikers Against Predators. We travel the nation catching online child predators. Jason reached out to one of the decoy accounts on Facebook, began communicating sexually with what he believed to be an 11-year-old girl. And we just came here to talk to him, and openly he voluntarily told me he's got child pornography on his phone, which I believe he does, as he just admitted to you guys on your body cams. And yeah, we just had that to report to you guys.
Well, before the child that's why I was on the phone with one of our like lead detective, our lieutenant over the investigators who investigate this sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
The statute reads, as far as when it comes to communicating with an 11-year-old.
Yeah, we have convictions here in North Carolina for that, but regardless of that, I mean, as I just stated, he has child pornography on his device. As he just told you guys, he has about 10 images and videos of child pornography.
Right. So yeah, I mean, we have to figure out like how we have to approach it. But
well, you can just ask him if he's got child pornography on his phone voluntarily, if he tells you, and have him show you. I mean, that's what I would do. And we have all that admitted recorded on cameras.
I mean, we have.
No, I mean like our whole conversation here. We record everything. So
Yeah, let me dive. I mean,
this guy is a registered sex offender too, and he admitted to me he's a pedophile. So
yeah, let me dive a little bit. Yeah, let us get a little bit more information.
yep, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, we'll hang tight.
So we can go from there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
He's a pedo. Well, they're walking back without him, so we'll see what they say. We'll get him on camera here too for you guys. How's it going?
Good. Never got your name.
Yeah.
What did you say your name was? The gentleman here, so our investigation is ongoing, and so we'll follow up when we have more information. Probably won't be able to get that information to you, but we will follow up and do.
Did you get his phone?
I'm not at liberty to tell you any of these things.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
What are you guys doing? This guy just admitted to you he has child pornography on his phone, which is illegal in all 50 states. Are you not aware of that?
We are.
It's an active investigation now.
So if he goes in there and destroys that phone, what do you guys have then? Nothing?
Yeah.
Wow. I guess they were right about your guys' jurisdiction. I would hate for this to look bad on your department.
Well, I mean, everyone.
So this is a guy that's just told me he is a pedophile. He is attracted to kids. This isn't my community, so I don't live here, so it's not affecting me. It's your community.
Understood.
And this guy is a pedophile with 5 victims. He just did 10 years in prison. He's communicating with the kids online, set up to 20 people online. And he admitted to you guys he has child pornography on his phone that he's masturbating to daily.
Right, and we're going to investigate this further, sir. So it doesn't end here. Like that's what we're trying to explain to you. It doesn't end here. We're not done with our investigation, but we don't have enough to go.
What do you need for probable cause on child pornography? Is somebody admitting to you that, hey, I have child pornography on my phone is not probable cause, or no?
That is not. You have to have
where what?
You have to have the evidence. So if we
the evidence, if I told you right now, hey, I've got child pornography on my phone, you would arrest me, right? And you would say,
you have to view the evidence.
Hey, man, this is why our groups like us exist, because departments don't know how to.
But don't get me wrong. Like I mean,
you're hiding him back there. I understand what you're doing.
What you do is great work, I'm sure.
No, absolutely, in great states that know how to, departments that know how to do their job and arrest.
We still have to do our job, sir.
Absolutely, he admitted to you that he in front of you. You have it on your body. Did you have your body cam on?
It's still on there.
Okay, so you had it on your body cam of him admitting to child pornography.
Right.
So a simple conversation voluntarily, you have probable cause. The conversations alone are probable cause, and they are prosecutable in North Carolina. So absolutely.
If we could go, trust me, sir. There's no one who would like to catch a child predator more than himself.
He's not a child predator. He's a pedophile. He's a self-proclaimed pedophile.
There's all the things. There's no one who would like to go right now and do what we would like to do. However, there are parameters that we have to remain within for the time being.
A phone seizure is very common in every single state I've been to.
True.
This isn't my first time in North Carolina or states surrounding. A phone seizure is when they are admitting to child pornography. You take the device. That is pretty much police work 101. I'd hate to tell you to do your job, but taking his phone and securing the evidence.
Who said that we haven't?
I just asked you. You said no.
I didn't. I can't tell you whether we did or not. I can't tell you that.
Why can't you tell me that?
Because it's in part of the investigation, sir.
This is, our investigation we brought to you guys.
Your investigation and our investigation are two different things.
Absolutely, and they will always be.
They will remain that way. So let's be clear on that.
All right.
Thank you.
Fucking clown.